Sick to my stomach by the vending machines. They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. Not free to be something I could let go if that's what you wanted. But I know you really wanna talk. Polaroid pictures by the side of my head, stuck in my head. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi, David. How are you? Early bird moments. Playing like a movie scene. Movies fall in all of my bad dreams. And I guess
They make me
perfect.
sick to my stomach.
Amazing news. Peach.
They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. I'm free to be something. Fall, turn the lights on. Crawl, set my mind on. I know it's getting hard for you, my dear. So, pack your life up. Run away with someone I don't know that I trust. It's easier to burn love than fear. Killing, hiding, but the hard part is deciding. Dreading, smiling, and I feel sick to my stomach where the vending machines.
They got making it down the Sky Factory server. Yo, that's so sick.
Free to be something. Oh.
There we go. Hello, chatters. City chatters. Oh my gosh, I've missed you, boys. Can't believe I haven't streamed for 4 days. Truly an unprecedented length. I mean, not unprecedented, but people are true. A rare thing, because I normally always try to stream, like, slightly more recently. But, streamer touched too much grass, I know. Streamer had a social life, terrible. And then I also got a bit sick from going outside and not being dressed warm enough. I know, crazy. So I thought we'd do chill Minecraft and just kind of vibe and like go mining and do other fun little bits and bobs. Because if you don't remember anything about what we did last time, is we built a creeper farm, which is this beautiful big block of everything. And as you can see also the day counter, we are day 953 now. We used to be on 938. So I did a bit of AFK, I did a bit of AFK, boys. And yeah. No way, Creeper Destroyer, so true. Look at all this gunpowder we now have. We previously had literally of last 5 rockets, but now we're actually goated. We're actually so goated. This worked surprisingly well. I talked about it on a different stream already, but I tried it out a little bit, and then I was like, oh, surely this will be fine, right? And it's like, inside here you can hear cats and stuff. And so I AFK'd originally for like 4 days in game, and I was like, surely this will be fine, right? And then I checked, and there was like no gunpowder, and was like, something's wrong. And then I looked inside of the farm, and there were creepers in the death pit, which if you don't know how this works, there's like campfires behind this, and they fall onto it, and then they die. But they weren't dying, and I was like, the fuck is wrong? One of the mods that we love and adore, I genuinely do love and adore it, called Charm, has a setting for not taking damage from campfires, and it was turned on by default. So yeah, thankfully I noticed that really fast, like after only 4 days is basically like, I don't know, 2 hours or so of AFK. And then I obviously turned that setting off, so I to default, meaning campfires do damage, and then it worked perfectly. And then I did like a bunch of AFK because honestly, because I got told how to AFK without it being annoying, So, like, if you don't know, I only have one monitor. I know, I'm a pleb. Meaning, if I wanted to do anything else, I always was like, hey, the game will just go to the pause screen, which in a single-player world means the game pauses. But then I got told by my friend Elle that if you open your inventory, it doesn't do that if you tab out, and I'm like, oh, did not know this. So that was very helpful, so I was able to actually do other stuff while I'm AFK, meaning I was able to do it. You didn't know that, Omegalol? Yeah, I don't know why. In my mind, I just didn't think about it at all. This is also my first solo farm I've ever made, so as in solo creeper farm. I helped build one on a server once, but the person I built it with was the person who did mainly the AFKing, so I just kind of got away with not needing to know that for like 2 years. RIP. Sure, it was stupid. But now we're actually rich, and so I thought we'd do a little bit of like fun city exploring. I thought we'd be chilling today, leisuring a little bit. That's the wrong backpack. I meant the other one. I meant this one. I still meant the other one. You. Exactly. So let me shove some stuff in here that we don't... Okay, we need you. That we don't need immediately. And then we can bring back a bunch of gunpowder for the lols. And go home. But yeah, sorry, I've been so absent, chatters. I know it's not like me. I'm normally a pretty regular streamer, but if you don't know, so okay, let me tell you the tale, my chatters. So last stream was on Thursday last week. I know, crazy, and I didn't stream on Friday because I got invited to a party. I know, I forgot. It me birth. Is it your birthday? Yo, happy birthday! Hope you're having a great day, King. Alright, we've got a bunch of gunpowder now, which is very exciting, meaning we can actually get cracking on some rocket crafting as well. Thank yous, pee-pee. Pee-pee. It's Peppy? Peppy. Not pee-pee. That's a different thing. But, where was I? Oh yeah, mob drops. So, oh, this shit got fucked up. I forgot about it. But yeah, so let's do like this. This seems about right. The Megalol, yeah. Streamer stupid. It happens. You go here. And I'm gonna use the rest to make rockets for now. I really gotta resort that chest as well. Because, But yeah, streamer got invited. Cock looking PP. So true. So I got invited to a Halloween party at my friend's partner's house. So I was like, oh, this is exciting. And it was like, it started like at 6 on the Friday. So I was like, okay, I won't have time to stream. But also I need to like keep all my social energy in because this was a big party. There was like 20 people at this party, chat. And I was like, okay. And I knew my friend, obviously. And I'd met about 10 of those people, maybe 8 or so, at a previous party that my friend threw, like earlier in the year. The Garden Fairy party that I was invited to, chat, if you remember that. Don't know how closely you're keeping track of the yellow party going lore, but yeah. That's the last party I went to, which is like, summer, maybe? Question mark? I honestly don't remember. Why am I going this way? I'm going to get some paper, by the way, so we can craft up a stack of rockets. And then I want to fly out, like, really far, just gather resources and go mining and stuff and just kind of do a chill day. We don't have that much, TBH. We don't have that much sugarcane. But that shouldn't be that much of an issue because we have more up here and we could just kind of be a bit patient. So basically about half or so of the people at this party I'd met like once at a different party. It was a good, they were like nice, no worries, but like it was definitely kind of a, oh, this is going to be a lot of new people and I want to like make a good impression and everything. So another reason why I did the stream, because I was like, okay, I gotta get the social energy all up. It's my totem of undying, by the way, if you're wondering. Because we did do a raid, I think, as well. Accidental raid. That did happen. So let me shove that away for now. We're just gonna put this here. I love the one rocket. So 4 stacks of rockets. I'll just put this in here for now. Then the backpack. What's in the backpack? Oh, just everything else. Okay, let me unpack this again. and do this. So, big party goer moment for me. I know. So I dressed up all fancy. I was like a count, Dracula type, which was honestly just me wearing like slightly fancier clothes than I normally would. I just kind of cheese Halloween costumes a little bit by just wearing clothes that I normally already wear, which is kind of convenient of me, TBH, but I don't care, because, you know, why not? I like dressing up fancy, so always good, always a good time. So many ominous banners, oh my gosh, get rid of them. And we have 60 glass, which we don't need anymore. Put you away. Hi Al. I just started to talk about the party, and we have made a lot of rockets, and my plan today is go adventuring and mining and stuff and kind of do a chill stream. Because I'm still a bit sick, chat, so we're keeping it a bit lower energy. You go here. The glass bottles, put these here. But anyway, so big party invite, me in my fancy outfit. That's kind of where we're at the moment. Scaffolding could go here, I don't care. You could go in here. So okay, we've got lava, we've got all our bits, we've got a lot of rockets. 4 stacks of rockets should probably be enough, I think. I'm just gonna check and empty out the backpack completely. Just put this here, the mushrooms here, and we're gonna take the leads just because what if we come across some mushrooms, you know, you never know. And then we should also pack up on food before we leave. Cause sorry chat. As mentioned, I'm ill. 13 pumpkin pies is really not the food supply that we need. Let's get some emeralds and just buy some pumpkin pies because honestly cannot be bothered to do any food prep otherwise. So, dressed up all fancy, went to this place that I'd never been to, and found the apartment that my friends live in. I had to tell people who are ill to rest and not have 27 plans in 1 week. Yes, sure, that's what you do, but I'm actually feeling like a lot better, by the way, chat. I was feeling quite ill yesterday, but I've rested, it's fine, I've taken lots of meds, don't worry. But one of you MFs is gonna sell me some pumpkin pies, thank you. Give them to me. Give me lots of pie. I need all the pies ever. There you go. And one of yous also has pie. Yeah, you. There you go. Okay, 2 stacks and 13 should be enough pie. Reasonably enough pie for the world. Also, I love that we're level 50. So, also I'm gonna take away the shield because I don't really need a shield, to be honest. We're just gonna put that away. Anyway, went to this apartment, got in, and at the start it was kind of like a little awkward because like I arrived like on the dot, chat. When it comes to like when someone tells me, okay, be at this event at this time, I'll be there at the time. Exactly. So I was there, like it started at 6 and I was like there literally like a minute to 6. So I was like one of the first people. Yeah, because you're German? No, because I'm socially anxious and I don't want to like miss stuff. So, alright, we are gonna go away for now. And we're gonna fly, because I think 4 stacks of rockets should be enough. Should be well on. 4 stacks and 1 rocket. No, that's not the reason said you're German. I'm also that way too because I'm also German. You're really furthering stereotypes here, El. Can I just say that? You're just furthering the stereotypes that all Germans are punctual. They're not. I just think it's a lot easier to be like, okay, I'm gonna be there when people said I should be there. This is where the farm is, by the way, which is north of where I live. So we're just flying about because now I have like basically unlimited access to rockets, so we can finally be completely free in how much we explore. Because I can always teleport back home, so yippee. Let's be all adventurous today, chat. I'm kind of looking forward to just doing some chill mining and vibing. Like, we don't really need resources, but I still just want to mine. Yippee! This is the boat we've passed like 800 times. Eventually I also gotta remember, like, or like look up where the end was, because I want to try and make like a good route to the end, so we can maybe get some farms in there, or at least like an ender pearl farm, because come on. So yeah, I was like one of the first people who had arrived, so it was like my friend's partners, and then like 2 other people. I'm realizing you might be using a slightly higher, like, polite voice when you're streaming. Why am I getting socially analyzed right now? Terrible. Also a bit nasally, I think, because, like, my nose is a bit blocked. Polite voice, because I'm feeling down and this is what I do. Okay? Okay. Fair enough. Should do some collecting, boys. So yeah, that was... Who else was there going? Okay. I love the emotes. The emotes are cheering me up. Always. Unintentional emote usage is the best. So, who else was there? Basically, it was like my friend and their partners, and the partners' like closest friends / other like important people to them. Going Taylor, Taylor okay, Taylor going. So many Taylors. You're having too much fun with that. So yeah, it's just little like people, and I was like, okay, I know you okay, but not amazing. Like we've talked like once. Because I was invited, by the way, as a +1 of my friend, obviously. Like, I was just kind of there because I absolutely grasped that with both hands at the opportunity to go to a Halloween party, since I normally go to my family's ones. Silly guy. So normally I go to my parents' like Halloween party, but they didn't throw one this year. So they went to one of their friends' party. Is that how that works? Yes! Come on, can we get some claps, chat? Els is learning how to use Twitch emotes. Let's go. Well, BTTV emotes specifically. Proud of you. You're trying. You're trying. You're doing actually really well. You're not even just trying. You're doing well. So yeah, I was like, okay, I don't have an invite this year. Because I didn't want to go to my parents' friends' party, because that's kind of orcs. So I was like, hehehe. These are city going, okay, Taylor. City. There we go. Oh, I don't want grass blocks. Go away. 1 block of dirt. Go away as well. But yeah, where was I? Oh, brain cells. So I didn't want to go to my... Oh, there we go. We should go down here. Perfect. I didn't want to go to my parents' friend's party, so I was like, surely someone of my friends has a party that I could go to, and clearly they did. So that was exciting. I was like, yes, please, just take me along to this party. And so at first, this is like a 2-story apartment, by the way, chat. So like, the fuck's that? Oh, I was like, why is a pink over there? And I remembered the custom biomes. You can sleep now. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. It's only only 2 stories were told in the apartment. Sure. I came into the bottom and there was like crazy lights. Like it was like what's it? Black light, because they had like done weird painting decorations. And the person who was throwing the party, is my friend's partner, is really into Halloween parties. Like it's like her whole thing. So the house was decked out in decorations. Like, holy shit, the effort was really high. And it was, like, really atmospheric. Very well done. Just cheer you up. Oh, sorry, King. But yeah, so it was well decorated. It was well on, chat. A bit, like, if you don't like scary stuff, it was a little bit scary, but not, like, bad scary. Just fun. So, but yeah, I was in the downstairs area with the crazy lights, which kind of, my eyes were a bit fucky from them, because I don't see well in the dark, if you don't know. I'm very blind, very easily, so I was kind of like struggling to see people's faces. Also, especially since I barely met those people ever, so I was like, who are you again? Can I just not see your face, or do I not know you, you know? So it was a little bit orcs at the start. I was kind of like clinging to my friend a bit, because I was like, what to do? But then we all went upstairs, because they had like a big ass upstairs living room, and that's where like all the drinks were, all the food, everything. And is that just what all normal people do? Yeah, I don't know. I just felt very like out of my element at the start because like literally the only people there were like someone's boyfriend and my friend, and like everyone was like super buzzy and still because they were trying to get everything ready for everyone else to arrive. So basically I arrived very early is what I'm saying. We're just running in this random world here, by the way. This random section of the world. I'm just gonna go down a cave for the lols. There you go. Cave. Anything down here? No, of course not. Terrible. I also need to sneeze in a bit. Oh, I haven't even pulled up the little activity feed. Oh, too popular. Wait, sorry, I have to reply to a message chat. B. There you go. So, sorry, too popular these days, chat. This is the truth. The real truth is I'm just so popular all the time.
So what you're saying is not true.
Shut the fuck up, Piso. Sorry. I was pulling up the activity feed. So, then I was watching a VOD. So it auto-played because I love the Twitch mobile app and it's never flawed, ever. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Morning, hi Suffington, how are you, boss? I just got a bunch of rockets because our creeper farm is up and going, so we are kind of adventuring because we have unlimited rockets now. And I'm talking about why I didn't stream for 4 days, which is basically I touched too much grass. And then I also got ill from touching grass. I know, terrible, terrible. So I was invited to a Halloween party and I'm just kind of recounting how, like, what happened and stuff. So... But yeah, so at the start I was kind of like, okay, the fuck's going on, how like, what am I meant to do? And so I chatted to like a few people and was just kind of like, but then we went upstairs to the nice living room area. And, which I have to say, honestly, my friend's partner is such a good party organizer, by the way, shout out to her. CP just ran out of rockets in my world this morning. How dare you bring up my trauma like this? SOHing my head. How are you? I'm pretty good, except I'm still a bit ill, so I'm sneezing and sniffling a bit, but otherwise good. But yeah, rip to the rockets. I was so proud though that because I've never built a creeper farm of my own, and I'm so excited that it did work and everything's fine, and now we are actually free to explore a lot. We're just running around because I want a chill stream today, TBH. So yeah, she was super good at it, and she had so many like rules that I was like, oh, I would so do these if I threw a big party like this. For a recap, there was like 20 people at this party. 21 specifically, which is a lot of people for like a house party. But yeah, for example, one of the rules that she had was that she was the only person making people drinks, so no one would like just absolutely get trashed. Great rule. Because obviously if you're in someone's house, you don't want like someone to like throw up somewhere or something like that. And also you want people to be safe and you know, having fun and not coping badly. So she made all the drinks, and she also made all the food from scratch. She made pumpkin soup and potato soup, and they were incredible, by the way. W soups. Is that modded? I saw a garden hat. Yes, it's modded Minecraft, but kind of like a cottagecore, like vanilla plus modded. So there isn't a lot of technology. There's more like extra crops and some technological, like mild things, like being able to craft your inventory and stuff. Because I actually like doing a lot of like manual farming and stuff, so I just want more crops and city stuff. And also we have some biomes and everything, you know. It's 1.17, so we could do casual strip mining. So yeah, great food. That's what I'm trying to say. And very well planned. Very well planned. And also another thing that I think I talked about this before, it's that everyone paid like a basically attendance fee because we're all like students or like just in our first jobs and stuff. We're all like somewhere in our 20s. So none of our asses have the money to pay for the like food for that many people and for drinks and everything. So that's kind of how we run it, and I think it's really fun. Obviously, if you throw a birthday party, you accommodate for people, but if it's just like a different party, such as a Halloween party, it makes perfect sense in my eyes, and I thought that was really nice. And considering how much like everyone went out, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, maybe not. Just blew my nose very quick. How much they went out of their way with like food, drink, and decoration. I'm like, I felt like good that I was able to contribute a little bit to set that up, and I wasn't exploiting my friends financially. So yeah, this was kind of the start, and then so everyone's just kind of chatting, people were arriving, it was like a little bit stilted still because it's the start of a party. But then, obviously, we were up, and it's good manners, makes a lot of sense to help out the host. We did the same thing in Circus back in uni. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Especially because it's like such an elaborate party that lasted like people were able to sleep over and have breakfast next day and stuff. And it also helped clean up, by the way. I was a good host, like pleaser. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. You tipped extra for the good soup. I think I did pay like a little bit more. I don't remember though. TBH. Soup was amazing though. Made from scratch. Love a host pleaser. Yeah, that was not my phrasing. Because I just said the word host even though I meant guest. And I was like, okay, how do I still make this about me? And then that was my word choice. Really, yeah. Sometimes I just say stuff and then I'm like, rip. Shouldn't have said it like that. But now it's too late because I'm on stream and I just keep talking. You love pleasing the host. Oh my god, yeah. How do I make this about me? That's the streaming mindset. So true. So true. You're just a streamer. Which obviously... yeah. So, but then, we had... The drinks started flowing, chat. I had a lot of wine cooler. I'm normally not a wine person, but... my friend's partner also made the wine cooler from scratch. Well, from scratch, you know, added fruits and stuff. So, but they selected good fruits, and it was very tasty. And whichever wine they picked was really good. So, I basically only had this wine cooler. Prime gay drink, so true. I just had the wine cooler, but I had like 8 glasses or something of it, like a lot. But I was just in it for the apple, because there was green apple in it. I love green apple, to be honest. So, but yeah, so as soon as everyone kind of was like got some snacks and then had some drinks, music was playing everywhere, so that was fun. And then we kind of ended up doing some form of like odd version of musical chairs, at least I did, where I kept sitting with like different little groups and we would chat. We had so many like, honestly, the conversation shifts were crazy. For some reason, I mean, I know I give big gay guy energy off, but like every girl at this party could like just tell me about her boyfriend, and I'm like, damn, I'm really getting classified here. My ass is just here, be like, yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, they were very nice girls, and I'm a big romantic, so I don't mind hearing about people's romance lives, but I'm just like, this is so shade of me. I'm just sat there like, yep. Glad to hear, or whatever. So yeah, that was kind of funny, and then just having these like light-hearted things, and also talking to people about their jobs, like, I don't know, a bunch of... Did they conclude about what about your boyfriend? That'd be cruel, TBH. Yeah, that would be cruel, but they didn't. I mean, to be fair, the ratio of men at this party chat was very low. This is generally like a thing in my friend groups. There's not a lot of boys. So like, I think at this party there was 21 people and like there was 5 guys, including myself. So like, I mean, predictably there was a lot of girls there. But they were all super nice, and I got along with a lot of people. I talked to a bunch of people that I'd only that I had met for the first time at that party, but also some people that I knew from the other party. And I got along really well with my friends' partners, which was so exciting because I feel like I should know the important people in my friends' lives decently well, you know? They were all super nice, really lovely. So, but yeah, from a you know, from that angle, there wasn't a lot, which is fine because I also appreciate good friend times. Chat. Was that chuckle directed at me? Yes. The chat doesn't get to know though. Meeting a friend's partner is always undaunted to be hard. It's like meeting the parents for the first time. Yeah, kind of. I met both of them like at this other party, but very briefly. There's an expectation to get along there. Yeah, but I actually was so excited that I did get along with both of them super well. I talked to one of them a lot about... I'm gonna keep it kind of a bit vague chat, but like reasonably... I've had cool IRL friends who weren't single, so cool for me. That's like the opposite of my experience. Like everyone's coupled up or not or like aromantic and doesn't care about romance. Which fair enough. But yeah, with one of them, I talked a lot to him because he had top surgery since I last saw him. So I was like, hey, how have you been recovering and stuff? And he's been recovering very well. So that's been exciting. I'm very happy for him because I remember when I first befriended that friend, who he is the partner of. It was like being discussed at the time, and this was like years ago. And I'm happy that he finally got it all sorted and shit. So. Very exciting. In almost all my friend circle things, that's wild. It's like the opposite. I'm like the single guy in all of my friend groups. Because my friend groups are either all coupled up or all like ROAs and stuff. So, do you want to switch? Sure. Friend groups, not boyfriends. Yes, me and my non-existent boyfriend, sure. Sure, we can switch. That'd be fucked up, but okay. Yeah. So that was what and then with the other one, who was the host of the party, I talked a lot about like childhood nostalgia and other stuff, and it's really lovely. Mostly, honestly, after the party kind of already finished, because I helped clean up next day, because I'm a good guy, I'm nice, and also I felt like I just wanted to do something on that day, so I helped dry dishes and stuff, and then me and the other partner, we talked quite a fair amount about just like childhood interests and stuff, and I thought it was really interesting because like all those people from the party, almost everyone has left, so that's really my time to shine. Fair enough, because like all the people there like live in the same area that I live. Obviously, they're all local, so and they're like all Germans, right? So we have a lot of shared sort of cultural background, and I thought it was interesting because so the partner said as well that when she was a child she didn't really care that much about like her cultural sort of background, and has only really started to appreciate it a lot more when she's like as an adult, right? And I thought that's kind of similar to me, where I feel like as Germans it's very uncommon for us to be deeply patriotic for various reasons, like as a young child especially, unless you grow up with that. It's not something that I've seen a lot of people connect deeply with. But then getting a bit older, you kind of, it's nice to have stuff you can kind of automatically bond with other people in your age group, because they've grown up with like the same TV shows or the same sort of snacks or music or stuff like that. So we talked a bit about that, and she was super nice. But yeah, just kind of nice bond and stuff. And then we obviously exactly, like just kind of little experiences that like that. And yeah, also I think aside from me and like one other person, we might have been the only single guys at this party, because everyone, as in like single men chat, because everyone else, like all the other guys were there as like their girlfriend's boyfriend. I mean, I don't know why I specified it that way, but you know what I mean. They were there as like plus ones. Single man, did you make out? No. Because I think the only person who was like romantically single was my friend's like partner. If you're wondering, it's like queer platonic partners chatters. So, but I was like, I'm not gonna. That's a bit BM of me. Even if I did, you know, consider it, which I didn't. Because then it's like the expectation for us to like get along for forever. Otherwise, it's gonna be horrendously awkward with my friend. But yeah. But anyway, so I kind of like at the start I was like, ooh, is there going to be any potential cute boys? But once I realized that none of the cute boys were available, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna have a fun time and getting along platonically with everyone. So yay! There's also little party games we played, and then obviously the soup was served, which chef's kiss. And time flew by, chat. Like it felt like once I got kind of comfy and chatty with everyone, it felt like the hours would just like fly by. And then at some point, late, like, I don't know, 3 a.m. or something, everyone was like, okay, you know, people had started going home or started to stay over, so I was one of the stayovers. So I had a nice little air mattress to sleep on. And I actually woke up and felt completely fine. Even though I had that much wine cooler, I was completely chill. Mostly because I remembered, like, right before going to bed, to eat a bunch of food and drink water and stuff. So do that, chat. If you're about to go out to drink, make sure you also eat and drink water as well, because then you'll wake up and be fine. I wonder who told you about that advice, I wonder. Yeah, you. Pro strats, yeah. So I had like pretzel sticks and like buns with nothing on them. And water. Woke up, was fine, love buns, so true. Me too. And I woke up super early though, because I've been having a little bit of trouble sleeping recently, because I got too used to my sleeping meds as well. Rip. But yeah, I woke up, so I went to bed like 3:30 a.m. and I woke up at 8 a.m. Like 8:50 or something. Then I just laid in my bed, because like everyone else was also out cold. So ain't no way we were gonna wake up at like 8 a.m. So I just laid in my air mattress bed and just kind of chilled out and read a bit and stuff. Talked to friends. Then noon, everyone did get up and we had like we had like a Brady Bunch level brunch. Like genuinely with the round table, everyone sitting around it and having breakfast. Or lunch, basically. It was super nice because everyone in that household was either lactose intolerant or vegan. All the food was vegan. And I love the opportunity to try out new stuff, but without the commitment of having to buy the whole pack. So I tried out a bunch of stuff. I tried out like vegan cream cheese and vegan salmon. Very big fan of the cream cheese, big fan of the salmon. The cheese was tasted too much like the whatever was in it as well. It was like some spice. I didn't like it. But I love being able to try it all out. I had a nice mint tea. It was so nice. And we just sat there and did like the communal complaining. I don't know. I feel like complaining amongst your friends about like I don't know, something that one of your relatives said that it was outrageous. Or like dumb stuff that happens to you in public is just so nice. It's like kind of just a universal experience, I feel. We haven't even mined that much, by the way. We've just been jumping about because I love jumping. Oh, that reminds me, I had water boiling. Oop! Oh! Run! Sprint away to the water. I don't want to go to the dark oak forest. Not dark oak. Yes, dark oak. Because I don't want to. Goodbye. Dank oak. Dark oak. I'm just gonna try and kind of circumvent this. So yeah, nice big brunch type. I also felt so bad because, I don't know, chat, if you're not a uni student or never went to uni, there's such a thing called a block seminar, which is basically saved. Let's go. So if you don't know about block seminars, They're kind of the worst, but also because if you don't, they're like basically they try to stuff the amount of a regular seminar into like a few days. So instead of having like an hour or 2 hour seminar like once a week for the rest of your semester, you have like 2 to 3 to 4 days that are 8-hour days, 6 to 8 hours straight with like barely any breaks, and they're often on the weekends. So they're kind of hated among students, TBH, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I have neurotypicals with mental health plan things. Yeah, they're not great. And I felt so bad because my friend's partner, the one that had top surgery, not the party throwing one, had a block seminar like on the next day. So he had to get up to class at 10 a.m. and then be in class from 10 to 6. Actually the worst. Actually the worst. Horrendous. And then had also that same block seminar the day after and the day after as well. So 3 days in a row. Actually horrendous. Also, some people literally went to work on the next day. Like, some people had work in the morning on the next day of the party, and I'm like, oh my god, how the fuck do you survive, bro? My ass could not. With these 50 strangers for 4 days in a row, 9 hours every day. Yeah, you do, because otherwise you fail the class, bitch. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, my brother in Christ, this is not a good time. This is not a good time, is it not? Yeah. So, felt really bad, but he did have time briefly to join us for breakfast, so that was nice. So we all had a big breakfast, and after that I was like, hey, yeah, I'll help clean up a bit. So we did that, and then I went home, and it was all chill. It was all good times. But that was Saturday, and I was like, okay, I already knew that I wanted to take, oh, there's a village, let's check this out. I already knew I wanted to take Saturday off. Not Saturday, Sunday off, because I was like, oh, I've just had 2 days of like a lot of action, I want to chill a bit and not stream. I said I might, but I decided against, and I just hung out with friends instead. So, always a good time. Oh, I probably have been at this village already if this chest is empty. Doo-doo-doo. Anything in here? No. Anything in here? Yeah, so kind of chilling. I was doing fine, I was doing alright. And I was still feeling fine. And then I went to uni on Monday, which is, I normally don't stream there. Oh yeah, I was here because the bookshelves are ripped out. Normally I don't stream Mondays because I have a class that's 12 to 2, and then another class 6 to 9:30. So I'm out all day because it's not worth it for me to go home from uni and go back and go home again, basically. So it's like a whole day blocked. But the class that I had in the afternoon, like the evening class, got cancelled because the guy was sick, so I actually was able to go home a lot earlier. But then I was like, okay, I'm not going to spontaneously stream on a Monday because I already said I wouldn't, and then I didn't. Yeah. So that's kind of the storyline. And now we're here. And also I've realized yesterday, like when I got home, I was like, oh, I feel real like bad, because I already had a really scratchy throat like all the time while I was in class. But then I got home and like the sniffles started, and I was like, ah, shit. It was probably because the costume I wore was like kind of light, and I didn't have a scarf, and I walked like a kilometer to and from the apartment, and it was really windy and cold. And also the sleeping clothes I took were quite short, like just a t-shirt on the top, and I woke up like shivering because it was kind of cold, so rip. I just missed my morning walk to uni. It was so nice. Walked right along the river with ducks and stuff every morning. The ducks got me through my degree. That's so real. That's so real, to be honest. But yeah, so it was probably with one letter. No, it's good, it's good. Fair enough, respect. Could have done it without them, TBH. Yep. I think it's good enough. Don't mind. Don't fly to the lava. I'm trying to find like a good spot for us to actually go strip mining because I want to strip mine. I've flown enough. I don't even know how far we are away from home. Oh, like, not that much, like 2,000 blocks. Same though. Gotta go mining. Ah, this is a good start. Anything down here? Tell me. There you go. Nicely. I'm not gonna get too much coal though, because we have shit tons of coal. As is. Right, let's go down. How we looking? I'm just gonna go to diamond level for the lols. Because this is still 1.17, so we can. Hehehe. Hehehe. Yeah, okay, we have to go down quite far, but it's fine. It's all chill. Let's briefly do this, and then do this. There you go. Where was I? Ah, yes, me and my woes. So, all of that, a lot of stuff done. Blah, Christ. He cannot talk sometimes. Where was I? Yes, me and my woes. You literally every time you speak. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I like a fair amount of complaining. A bit of complaining keeps you sane, I'd say. Yeah, I'm so excited. And I thought, okay, this is like my big like social thing for the weekend. Oh, there's a creeper. Hehehe. There's 2 creepers. Got him. A bit of complaining keeps you sane, famous saying. True. Anything down here? Any bits? Love that I ran into a cave, obviously, immediately. Well, it's not a big cave, it's a little cave compared to modern day, but you know. All good. Let's get a bit of coal. Not too much, though. I'm mostly here for diamonds and some iron and stuff, because you never can have too much iron, to be honest. And I like not having iron farms. I think stuff you also don't have iron farms, if I remember correctly, from watching your stream. Because it's too OP. / too inhumane. Because I actually like going mining a lot, so I don't think we'll try and do an iron farm in this world. I've never built one, but I feel like it's not the route I want to go. Doo-doo-doo. Ba 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 ba, bit of coal. Never hurt no one. How are we looking on the coordinates? Doing well. Doing well. Brain, where are you? The brain has disappeared a little bit. It's fine. I remember my thought process eventually. What was I? Oh yeah, right. I was like, oh yeah, I thought that the main big thing that I'd have this week would be that, but also me and my friends are going out to a bar. I'm here, but I'm walking home. Yo, James, hi. Me and my friends are going out to a bar on Thursday, and if I don't know, but guys, like, you do not want to plan social events with multiple people in my friend groups sometimes, because oh my god, it takes so long sometimes. With love and affections, because everyone's got jobs or like class or whatever other bits going on in their life. But this, like us going to a bar, like me and 4 of my friends, we started planning this in September, by the way, and we finally managed to agree on a date, which is this week, as I said. And I was like, okay, so the big 2 things I'm doing this week, that is copying adult, I know, ugh. Terrible sometimes. Terrible. Okay, this is the layer that we're on. For some nice diamonds, hopefully. I don't know, it's just something calming about finding diamonds. Like, it doesn't even matter if you need them, it's just fun. Also, let us briefly pull up my backpack. And just store stuff that we want to keep. Boom. Facts. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have the Thursday one, so I was like, okay, I need to get, like, better immediately, basically. Store stuff, smile. Yeah, we're storing you. You're inside of the backpack now. Doo-doo, some iron, how nice. Apologies, mate, you're just being carried along. Well, again, now we lost most of the snow, it's all wet. Despair. Sorry to hear, James. I thrive amongst the rocks, so sharp, so cozy. Yeah, you just got rocks as company, sorry, King. Get some gravel too. Big gravel o'clock. So I was like, okay, I need to immediately get better. So I've been taking like my meds pretty diligently, and I slept like a good amount and everything, and I had a nice warm bath this morning, so... And I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better already, so I'm pretty sure I'll be good to go. But then I was like, okay, that's my week plans, right? I have the party on the weekend, and then I have like me and my friends going out to a bar this week, which I was like, oh my gosh, so exciting. And then suddenly, like a bunch of other plans happened, and I was like, oh my god, now I'm such a busy boy. I'm hanging out with with one friend of mine like today after stream. We're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna watch the movie Clue, by the way. Don't know if it'll be good, but honestly, we don't care. Stuffing is the diamond we found along the way. So true. There you go. And then tomorrow, I'm meeting a different friend who I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm very excited to see them again. And I'm also streaming tomorrow with my friend Elle. Yay! Guys, if you don't know, Wednesday we always do demo days, and normally that's a solo stream. But... Who? I know, crazy. Who could this be? But I have a few, like co-op or multiplayer, sorry, I need to sneeze. Terrible. A few co-op or multiplayer demos that I've been meaning to test out, but obviously didn't have anyone to play with, and then I was like, hey, how do you want to play? And thank you. And he said yes, so I'm very excited. That'll be tomorrow. But actually, I'm gonna move that further down. Everyone should hug. So true. Can we get some hugs? We have the command hug in the chat. There you go. Boom. That's what you do. Yeah, so I'm actually moving that a little bit later. Like in the schedule, it says it's at 4 tomorrow, B&L playing games, but it's actually gonna be at 5:30 because of me randomly having this like other friend meetup shoved in, and I'm just worried that I'd be late. It's like a lot earlier in the day, but you know, go back and forth to places and in person and everything. I just want to leave some space because this other friend doesn't have time a lot, so I talked to Elle and was like, hi, sorry, I know we agreed to this ages ago, but can we move it back? And he thankfully was like very accommodating. Oh fuck, water cave. So that's gonna be a bit later than it says on the schedule at the moment, but still, like, turn in. Fake friend, I know, terrible friend behavior from me there. I'm gonna close this gap here. Stop the water. Have no other things to do like ever about. Yeah, you always have time for me though. Sorry, chat, I'm being unprofessional streamer and replying to DMs. So yeah, that's moved a little bit back. But then I also obviously have on Thursday, me and my friends go to the bar, and then on Friday I'm like going on my family's grocery shop and also streaming. Then on Saturday I'm working, and then on Sunday I'm streaming again. So suddenly, from like I have 2 things planned this week, and then I'll stream a bit more. I suddenly have like something happening every day, and I'm also streaming for most of those days too. So, yeah. I was like, oh fuck man, I have so many social... I'm like seeing 3 different friends in the span of like 2 days. And all of them like individual hangouts, PPOV, it's so true. Like, oh my god. Younger me would have not coped with this, by the way. Like, I'm actually so happy about how much my social, like, stamina has increased as I got older and more confident. So, I used to be someone who would just not handle that. I would just get overwhelmed and really tired, but now I'm kind of chilling. I'm really hyped to see all my friends, and I'm like, yay! So, I'm one of those rare people who, I think even in the time that I've been a streamer, got more, like, socially able than before. I feel like that's not common, is it not? Same old same. Also, by the way, speaking of that, did you see if I say, I don't know, Allegra's in the chat, if you hover over my little badge, you can see I'm now 24 months sub to myself, meaning I've basically been an affiliate for 2 years. So, yay! It's not actually my anniversary, I think it's like the 3rd of December, if I remember correctly, or 6th, so next month, but it still counts it because, you get 1 month, even though the month isn't over. If you know what I mean, congratulations. Yeah, I'm an old streamer now. Old streamer o'clock. So that's been really nice. Yeah, next month because it counts it forward. Yeah, exactly. So next month is actually the real one, but I just still think it's cool. Also, sorry to everyone who lost their subs, because we've had the post-subathon drop. Like, we're back to like our normal rates, but if you do want to sub now, you can use your Prime. Ripozo, but also now you can support the channel yourself if you'd like. No pressure, but yeah, that you can use our cute emotes. All done. You get to see my new alerts as well, because I set up all my alerts recently. So, balls. And I'm very hyped about them. I've switched over to like the Twitch internal one for everything except tips. And then I did like all new illustrations for everything. Took forever, but love balls. So true. Also, there's so many things I'm excited about. There's like one thing I don't think I can talk about yet, but something exciting happening, chat, for like the channel. I doubt I can talk about it though, so I'm not gonna, but I will be one of those streamers who's like, something exciting coming, and I'll tell you what it is. No, great. I fucked up an emote. Terrible. It happens, Ragey. Sorry, but I promise it's something that happens soon. Like, maybe this week or next week, I don't know. City, Taylor City. So true. City. I'm so city coded. The pickaxe is kind of dying. We haven't found any diamonds. This is terrible. No diamonds so far. Pokemon. So now, aside from the sniffles, I'm actually fine. Like, my throat doesn't hurt much or anything. So, that's exciting. Yay. Yippee. Oh yeah, chat, do you want some reading updates? Do you want some reading updates, Kings? Cause I've read a bit more. Yay. I'm pulling up my little tabs. My little review tabs. So let me see. So I did finish one book since we last talked, called It's My Pleasure, Decolonizing Sex Positivity. But it was sadly not a great read. I'm very disappointed because I wanted to learn more about the topic. God, I almost knocked over my drink. And this seemed like a good starter book, but it was not a good book, chat. It was not good. It was very, it felt like a book report about like every major publication in the subject, because it's basically meant to center black and brown voices in the sex positivity movement. And it's just like, just read the books of the people that this author mentions instead of this book. Also, it was like uninclusive in its language and everything, which I don't get. Like, I genuinely struggle so much. It's like, why would you do a recent, like it's a recent publication. I think this book came out in like the last few years. So there's just no excuse in my eyes, you know what I mean? Especially if you're writing about something and you try, like the language you use on the topic you cover is in like a progressive realm. And you're very concerned about all of that, but then you like do dumb shit like say cisgendered instead of cisgender. Like, my brother in Christ. It's not that difficult to not do dumb shit. Like, that stuff just stands out to me all the time, and I'm like annoyed by it. So that's like an instant negative. Basically, there's like a combination of like someone who both doesn't contribute much to the conversation themselves, but also uses like uninclusive language. I'm like, and disjointed narrative style. I'm like, bro. Yeah, I gave that a 2-star, unfortunately. But then I was like, okay, maybe I should check it on my story graph, like reading challenges, because I mostly use story graph because of the reading challenges, since I think they're really fun. And then I was like, oh, I'm kind of behind, since we're now in this, there's only like 1 more month after this for the end of the year. So I decided to read one of the books from one of the challenges. So I picked Ramesa, I'm gonna assume is how it's said, if not, apologies. Ramesa, A Fairy Tale. It's like a middle grade novel that's kind of like a reimagining of fairy tales, but I think it's queer maybe, but it's definitely focused on basically it's taking fairy tales, so the first one is like Rapunzel, but making it a bit different. So the main character in this first story of this collection is a Muslim girl, and like how she escapes the tower is like by making a really long hijab. So far not bad. I'm like 50 pages in, but I picked that because I also had this on like my digital book app, and I was on the go, and I was like, I want to pick something I can read that too. So far pretty good. Very like nostalgic reading a fairy tale, but with a twist, you know. Sorry, unfortunately, inclusivity is inclusivity. There's a lot of queer people who use racist language and/or rhetoric. There's a lot of BIPOC people who aren't inclusive of queer people, etc. Yeah, and I was disappointed that this book, It's My Pleasure, wasn't what I had hoped for. And to me, I feel I will not discredit, but I will feel a lot less positive towards what someone has to say, especially since this author didn't really contribute much herself. I feel a lot less positive if they are claiming to be inclusive, and especially if they claim to be, you know, targeting like minority groups and wanting stuff to be better, if they then in the same breath target and like unjustly talk about a different minority group. I'm like, that's not great. So, ooks. Kind of a shame, but at least I didn't own this book. I just had like read an ebook of it, so yay. But I definitely am interested to read more about it because the topic is fascinating to me. Just hopefully the next one I pick is a bit more enlightening and less like prejudiced. Well, not prejudiced, but you know what I mean, chat. Just disengaged from like one particular subgroup. And I have a lot of personal ties to a lot of queer topics, obviously, but also have a lot of queer friends of every stripe, so I want like the reading I do to be inclusive of everything in that regard. Still interesting though, but just not executed well, sadly. How have we found 0 diamonds? Oh, we are a bit low. Let's go like 1 book higher. I'm gonna continue until we find diamonds. Because yeah, I know you are the diamond. Thank you, James. How cute. So I don't know, but I did miss you, chatters. I always miss you when I haven't streamed for like longer than 2 days. But yeah, because you're small and shiny. Shiny? How so? Also, I'm not small. I'm a reasonably heighted person. I will not take the slander. I get so much shit from like my friends as well, who are always like, "Oh, you're not short." I'm like, I'm not short. I'm 5'10". Let me live, bro. This is average height. Like, I might not be the tallest, but I am certainly cute. Okay, so you can be small and tall. James, the way this is phrased sounds so sus. Maybe that's just my brain, but James, please. Can't believe this behavior from a Twitch moderator. SMHing. How dare you, James? I'm kidding, James. I think it's very funny. And yes, I am tall. Compared to some people. But compared to other people, I'm mostly quite short, so... Especially my home country. You will know what I mean. You will know what I mean in that way, SMHing. Greetings, how are you all doing? Hope you have an amazing day night. I'm just checking in, wishing you have a great day. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I hope you have a great day. So you're saying you did not mean it that way, James? What way did you mean it then? Do I just have small guy energy? Thank you for the hydrate, appreciate it. I'm just talking about how I get slandered as being short, even though I'm average height. Terrible. I'm also a bit ill, so if I sniffle my nose occasionally, I do apologize. How have I just had such bad luck for diamonds? I found no diamonds at all. Also no lava, to be honest. I found everything except diamonds. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't know, it's... But I'm so happy now that I have so many friends, guys. It's great. I know. Hi Bob, how are you? Just the fact that I'm probably my total hangout with the people this week is like 25 different people. It's insane. Like, I'm not besties with all of those people, obviously, but you know, still cool knowing a lot of people getting along. That's too many people. Have you tried out Hoplite? Not yet. I don't. No, not yet. Oh, I'm sneezy. You can be tall, but that you can be like a feather? Like light, you mean? This really is not helping making your point more... Sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really that light, guys. I'm not... Like, I'm just an average guy at the end of the day. I can't believe my pickaxe is about to break, and I still haven't found a single diamond. This is horrendous. Truly. You should try it out, it's pretty cool. Yeah, mate. Oh, another thing, I've been playing a bit more Sims 4 recently, chat. Because I've watched Elle play it, and I was like, oh, I haven't played for ages. And now I'm kind of getting into my Sims phase again, but it's really fun. I like made a little sim and just kind of doing little things, and it's really fun. And I bought my first kit ever. You're sure you're totally normal unmodded Sims phase? Sure. Yeah, it's definitely 100% vanilla Sims, and there's no changes at all. I got my first kit because the only kit I previously owned was the one you got if you owned The Sims before it became a free game. But then I realized The Sims has not a terribly cursed mod installed on your computer. No, hush, hush. It's just the most normal mods you could ever add to your Sims game. Wait, I got my first little kit, so that was fun. And now I'm gonna fall into the rabbit hole of wanting like more content for The Sims. And it's terrible for my wallet, so sub to indulge my Sim addiction. What kit did you get, I wonder? If you wonder, so much. I got the Symptomates kit, chat, which is like the underwear kit that they brought out, and it's very cute. And it's because the Sims has horrible underwear options. That's terrible. They just all suck. It's terrible. They're completely unimaginative, especially for male Sims. So I was like, I want the cute stuff. Thanks. Because in real life, right, a lot of underwear is really expensive. Get them Speedos, yeah. A lot of underwear is super expensive. So, you know, I don't always go for like the most imaginative designs ever. Personally, not because I wouldn't like that, but because it's too expensive. Who the fuck has that kind of money? So I am living vicariously through my little sim and his little life. So, and I missed having like the ridiculousness of the Sims, where they will just come up with little stories. Annoyingly expensive things, everything underwear. Real! Also, speaking of annoyingly expensive things, my family was like, hey, what do you want for Christmas, right? Because obviously stuff takes a while to organize. So people start asking me, typically at the latest in November, like what I want. And I always kind of freeze, because I never, like, oftentimes I haven't thought about it personally, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, and then they're like, yeah, tell me later. And then later I typically come up with something that I actually really want. And I want a mirror, chat. Like a full body mirror. Because I'm really into fashion, and I love taking like fit check pictures of myself, but the only full length mirror in my house is my dad's wardrobe. Like he has a big wardrobe with a massive mirror on the front of it. So I always have to go into his room if I want to take a picture of my outfit. So that's a bit annoying. So I was like, hey, yes, I want a full body mirror. I was about to shorten fit check pictures to fixtures, but no, never mind. What is pick a game for me? James, could you deactivate that if it isn't already? Normally it's basically like I will guaranteed play this game, because if people just suggest games in chat, it's kind of like, yeah, I might not, but the pick a game is normally meant for like community members if they have a game that I really should play. But we have quite a long wait list of stuff still, so it shouldn't be redeemable at the moment. Just because I don't want to like overload my plate. TBH. People can still see it even when it's paused? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so it should be paused at the moment. Because I wanted to work off some of the ones that people have redeemed previously, or other follow or sub goals, because we still have a bunch of those. Speaking of paused. Oh, what? That's what I'm thinking. Of course. Evil. Give me a second. I'm just gonna mind this up. Right. Then I'm gonna get the ones in real life, but I need to sneeze first. How's that evil? Capo yellow, best yellow. Sorry, I meant to keep things. Fair enough. It is a long-standing staple of the channel. I don't even remember how long, but so long that I doubt anyone present was there before it got introduced. Where'd the ears go? Terrible, the ears have gone missing. Genuinely, where did they go? No. The ears are gone. Oh no, the ears are here. Elle stole them. True. Good timing, get my clock out. Thank you. Okay, I got it. If you don't know, the PNG changes if we do for Catboy, but also in real life I wear like cat gloves and ears. So I pull those out of my like drawer. Yeah, that's what I do. I hate how I feel like I ate too much even if I barely had anything to spare. Ah, terrible sneezes. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, okay, we're gonna just change directions. Maybe we're more lucky this way. Bless you, thank you. That's what happens, man. It's the sneezies out. Bless you again, thank you. It's gonna happen a bunch, so. It's terrible. Maybe we have more luck this way. Yup! That's ridiculous. We've been going. Okay, how long have we been? Look at this tunnel. Look at this tunnel length, and we didn't find any diamonds. Pivot the first time, diamonds. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Any more diamantes? No. Okay, we're gonna go home though, because that pickaxe is broken. Ah, terrible. Sneeze not loud but heavily, so I feel like my whole brain sneezes. I'm gonna go shout out, probably be back afterwards if you're still alive there. No worries. See you then. Oh, terrible. Ah. Sneezies. Achoo. I know. I'm just such a sneezer today. Don't leave, be lighthearted, have fun. Yeah. Yeah, I think once we've done the mining, I might be off as well, chat. So I'm just sneezing too much. I'm trying not to overdo it if I have so many things still going this week. I feel like we fulfilled our chill stream requirements. Terrible. So many sneezes. Okay, let's build the Tower of Doom. And then heal the pickaxe with the XP from mining. Terrible. Ah, so many sneezes. Alright, we can do it. We can do this. I have faith. Never mind, we cannot do this. Sneezing. I actually tried so hard not to sneeze like 800 times in a row. Alright. Ah, sorry, didn't mean to do this, meant to do this. Terrible. We got so much stuff, but such little diamonds is terrible. However, bless you again, thank you. I don't know, so... Sorry, A, for being so sneezy right now, but... Also, obviously, for like a little less, like, less streams or shorter streams at the moment, it's the socializing. And a lot of other stuff going on, obviously, like class stuff and work and family and everything, so... Plus, obviously, all the extended socializing we're doing at the moment, but forgive me, like, a lot of people are difficult to plan around, so I, as someone who has a bit more time on my schedule, since I only have a part-time job and everything like that, and only have 1 day of uni at the moment, I kind of, whenever someone's like, I have time then, and I'm not already planned in firmly to do something else, I'm like, yes, of course! I'm always just like, I'd rather, like, mildly inconvenience myself than have something where I wouldn't be able to see this person otherwise, so you chatters have to endure a little bit. Oh, another hype thing! I actually didn't tell you this, I forgot. Do you guys have advent calendars in your places where you live? So like where you open a door every day and you get like something. They're obviously like, they're classic German tradition, so a lot of people here have them. But I do know it's also in some other countries, but I always don't, like I don't really know which ones don't have them basically. But even though I'm an adult, I really love advent calendars, so I always get one. Or my family gets me one. And the last few years we've had this tradition where one of them is going to be a chocolate one, typically one my grandma gets me. And then the other one, if I find one I like enough, is gonna be one that doesn't include food items, but other sort of things. So, for example, I had like a Nintendo one once where it was like a bunch of Mario stuff. And this year I got like one for this like organic skincare type brand. So it's gonna be a bunch of skincare stuff because I like skincare. Yay! It was a little expensive, but rip. Not that expensive though. I have in my Animal Crossing New Horizons Stardew Valley era, but I couldn't play Animal Crossing today because the pipe guy just came to install more pipes. Despair, despair, despair. I'm also making even more friends as well at the same time, by the way. Which is like crazy. So my socializing era might extend a bit longer, boys. Sorry, but I'm kind of making up for a lot of the stuff that I didn't do when I was younger, if that makes sense, for whatever reasons. So I've had much more fun and been much more happy and fulfilled and able to try out new stuff if I want to in my 20s than prior to be so if you're the younger end chatters and you're like, oh my god, like some stuff might surprise you. Not guaranteed, but obviously, but stuff can definitely surprise you always. Including how many cool people out there that might want to be your friend if you want to as well. So much coal again, oh my god, we're never gonna run out of coal, are we? I love the big tower though, it's such a good thing. I think I got this from Hermitcraft if I remember correctly. But it's so nice to go fully into a game, is it not, as well? Like revisiting The Sims now has been so fun, and I don't know, I played a lot of Forager a while back. And I still am really hyped to do Stardew. And maybe I'll do a progress update on that soon. Because the friend I'm meeting with tomorrow is the friend that I was planning to do this co-op stream with, so we'll see if there's a possibility of getting that arranged. If not, I'll like bite the bullet and go back on my promise and do like a Stardew stream, maybe with someone else instead, to still do the co-op stream part of it. Even if I could, for some reason this person isn't able to anymore or whatever. I'm still just so, like, that's the reason I don't do follow goals or sub goals that are tied to like one particular person anymore, just because it's so difficult to fucking plan. Got to pet my friend's dog today again, yo! Exciting. But yeah, I might have an update on the Stardew stream. Because I've owned Stardew Valley for like more than a year, and I've never played it because I've had this like follower goal to do it as a co-op world with a friend of mine. And I'm like, I want to finally play this damn game. It's been like 2 years almost. But that's what I meant about some stuff being difficult to arrange, so it is like that sometimes. Look how fucking high up we are, by the way. Tool tower. Kappa moment is over. Perfect. Please don't redeem it again, chat. Because after we've mined this big tower, I'm gonna end. Thank you. No, I know. Terrible. Bad streamer. How long have we been streaming? Oh my god, he only streamed an hour and a half. I know, this is kind of a short stream. Again, sorry that it is, but I am sneezing a lot, and I still need to do a bunch of stuff before I have my friend hang out in like 2 hours, so rip. Right now, get the other pickaxe. It's time. I'm sad I missed most of it. No, oh, fair enough. Well, I'm back tomorrow with Elle, and we're gonna do co-op demo day, and it's gonna be all fun and silly. I'm actually so excited, because I've been meaning to do a co-op stream in general for demo day for ages, and also me and Elle haven't done any streams together since the subathon, which is like a while ago at this point. and we've become quite good friends recently, chatters, if you're wondering. Since he isn't here, I can like, hehehe. I can be all silly and be like, hehehe. Because normally he's always here, but he is such a nice friend, by the way, chat, if you're wondering. And sometimes like weird things happen like that where you didn't even plan to become friends with someone, but then you do, and then it's amazing. And you really treasure that person in your life, and you're like, yes. And it's all down to Plumbella, honestly. I'm genuinely considering writing her an email being like, hi, thank you for introducing me indirectly to one of my new closer friends. I have work tomorrow. It's like more of a way for me to just get back to studying eventually, but I do get paid for it, so work. I mean, that does sound fun though. I mean, like a good opportunity. So yeah, sometimes new people come in your life and you didn't even expect them, you know? And you never know what they will bring or like what they might teach you about you or the world, and it's so exciting. What's fun but a struggle to leave despair? No, that's fair enough. That's so fair. Just, I don't know. I mean, I'm quite like an overthinky, introspective person, but still, there's so many things that I only learn via like having friends or other people in my life that have different perspectives or different life experiences and stuff, so... Oh yeah, I'm gonna make some block of Ryan. And Elle has been one of those people for me recently, which has been so lovely. And I guess one of the things I'm I guess as well excited for making new friends is having more people who have like things in common with me that I don't have in my friend circle otherwise. Which, I don't know, like, I mean, I'm not someone who's like, oh, you need to have this and this identity for me to be friends with you, obviously, but by basic sheer coincidence, not a lot of people who have, like, my identity are in my friend circle. And not that that's necessarily an issue, but just kind of, it's been fun to reach out more and try and find more friends that fit that, I guess. I'm actually spent the morning as soon as I get to the bus and get out of the right bus stop, I'm fine. No, that's fair enough. That's so fair. Respect. I respect that. So yeah, it's been so nice. Made me feel like more comfortable with certain stuff in my life. So yeah. Sometimes you make new friends and it's not like you expect, you know? So, glad he isn't here, otherwise this will be very sappy, but it's true. So, if you do, let me be a silly guy. I mean, okay, this is kind of funny, but like, okay, never mind, I cannot tell you this, but I've just been promoting his game to like random fucking people. And I just think it's really funny. But it's true. If you have not checked out Elle's game, it's Tiny Life, check it out. I was actually just sitting in the shower. Oh, this would be mortifying if you did. Nobody's always here, so like I can't indirectly talk about him, but he has been such a lovely friend. And I'm very thankful that I've finally like... Because at the start, I don't know, chat is like a bit talking out of the purse, but I'll allow it today. When you come into contact with people who make games that I play, you never really know, is this person just like engaging with the community or engaging with me as a streamer because like they want me to rate their game well, or they just want their game to be promoted, which isn't a bad thing either way, but like, so that's kind of what I thought when Elle was first coming into the community, that he'd be one of the developers who was just like, hey, I'm hyped that you play my game, but otherwise I'm just kind of checking in real quick. So it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that he actually wanted to be friends with me. I was just like terribly on the like, what's it? I was like, absolutely did not understand that for so long, and it's terrible. Because like later we talked about it and he was like, yeah, I've wanted to befriend you like from the start, and I was like, oh, I just thought you were being nice because of playing your game. Terrible, actually terrible. This is what happens, man. But no, I'm glad that he was so persistent about everything, because otherwise I would have just been oblivious. Let me make this into blocks again. Oh, I did throw that in the wrong chest, by the way. I'm stupid. So, sometimes it pays off, chat. Needless to say, in some instances, if someone's like not getting what you're putting down, it might not be because they don't want to get it, but just that they're dumb sometimes. But obviously don't like ignore if the person does give you signals that they actually don't want to be your friend. But if they're just a bit oblivious, it might not be like intentional. Sometimes being honest, like straight up, is honest. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes being honest straight up is good. Yeah, that's true. We get the Diamantes. So, that's been so nice. Your diamond pick has been fully repaired. Perfect timing. We've got 6 diamonds out of that. That's terrible, by the way. That's horrendously bad odds. We had 3 ores. What is a diamond in German? Diamant. Literally almost the exact same word, so nothing too exciting. There you go, we're just gonna do it like this. Wow, it's Timanti in Finnish. Yeah, I'm gonna assume said like so, yeah? That's fun. Yeah, not bad. Yes! Try my best. The pronunciations. There you go, let's eat. Now, because we have basically unlimited rockets, we could do a nice flyby. Yeah, you come a lot closer than the English only peeps. Yeah, I imagine there's quite a bit of overlap. Yeah, at some point we need to fix the bloody bee farm, by the way. That's broken. I think we're just going to do a completely different design because this one definitely doesn't work. Terrible. Poor bees. Yeah, the bees are not producing at all, so rip. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed today's kind of chill, if short stream. What kind of bees make milk? I don't know. Is that like a riddle? Boobies. Fucking hell. Good one, James. Good one. But yeah, sorry it was a bit shorter, but I hope you enjoyed like my little stories and a little bit of silly guys. I'm hoping like someday obviously today I'm feeling a bit rough as well because my nose is stuffed and I'm sneezing all the time. But one of those days I hope we can do like a classic like long yellow stream where I do my little like post like several hours streaming rant o'clock. But right now I'm definitely like, oh, I don't want to overdo it with my voice either because of having all these other obligations. Oh well, obligations sounds like I'm not hyped for them, but you know what I mean. Other plans this week, many other plans, but as mentioned, tomorrow at 5:30 Central Eastern time, not Central Eastern, Central European, which is 4:30 GMT. 4:30 GMT, so pretty much similar time as today, just an hour later. Will be the stream with me now, doing some demos. If you are curious which demos we are going to be playing, check out the schedule. It still has the old time in it, but I'll fix it after stream. And, why is it just a tree with no leaves? So I'm very excited for that, and hopefully... Oh, it's because I wanted to build something here, but I don't care. Goodbye. Get rid of the eggs and the feather. Boom. So that's going to be tomorrow, and I'm so excited for it. I hope you're going to be there to check out the games and hang out with me now. Well, and me, as I should say. Do you know who to raid? Not yet. Is there anyone you have in mind? I have an idea. Okay, go on. Alright. James gets privileges he doesn't have to redeem. We'll raid this person if they're alive. Yep. Alright. rating over based on your suggestion, James. I'll trust you. And thank you so much, Kings, for being here. As usual, I appreciate it, even though it's a shorter stream. And we didn't do that much crazy stuff. He has the same pronouns as me. Hi, P. That's good to know. Good to know, James. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Elle to do demo day, and then we also have some other streams planned this week that are very fun. If you want to check out the schedule, feel free to do so. As mentioned, stream tomorrow is just going to be like an hour and a half later than it says on the schedule right now. Alright, bye-bye.